Hey everyone, welcome back. March is officially over, so that means it's time to tell you guys my top 5 items I sold this month, let you know exactly what they are so that if you're struggling with sales, you can list them exactly the same as I do yourself. I guess I'm not going to go into exactly how I list them because that's just some time. I already have videos on that, but you'll at least know the exact items, and I will link them down below so that you can just go right to them and copy paste them yourself if you want. Also, I'm going to give you an update on my numbers for March and maybe my numbers since I've started because it's only been 2 months now. So let's talk about all that stuff. Before we go though, before we start, let's call it that. Thank you so much. As always, you guys hear this like every video I feel like. Thanks for all the subscribers. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to. Also, I do lives, like YouTube live videos where you guys can ask me questions or just talk about whatever you want at least once a week now. And I really enjoy doing them. If you subscribe and then hit the little notification bell that people always talk about, I think it tells you when I go live at least. When I go live, I also try to announce it in a Facebook group. Link below for that as well if you want to join that. I think we're almost at 450 members now. So, growing like crazy. People are learning a lot and talking about their numbers and everything. It's a really cool thing to see. So, like the video if you haven't already. I would love for that to happen. It helps me out a lot, helps my channel, helps YouTube know that I don't suck. And okay, thank you for subscribing so much. Okay, one of my top 5 items, my number 5. By the way, the first 2 are ones you might have already heard before from the last time I did this, because they're still selling like pretty decently for me. This used to be number 1, now it's number 5. It doesn't sell as much as it used to, but I'm still getting some cool sales off of it. The USPS LV Toy Truck. Now, some information about this truck. When I listed it before, my title was something like unopened USPS mail service truck LLV, all the keywords and stuff, but it said unopened in the beginning. I sold probably 200 of these things total, like over the last 2 months, and I didn't know that it wasn't actually in a box. So this whole time, people have been buying it saying unopened and not really caring when they get it, because I've had one person complain, or maybe 2, and they sent me pictures and they were like, "You told me this was unopened, and here's how it came in the mail." And it was just like a normal box with some packing bubbles in it, and it was just like a toy truck, which I thought the toy trucks were this big, and the toy trucks are like this big. So I just either way, I had no idea what I was selling. But I made so much money off of it, and like not one person said it. You guys have made money off of it. If you watched the last time I did one of these videos, I thought it was a toy car in a little box, because that's what I was under the impression. And then somebody sent me that and I was like, oh my God, these people have been getting big trucks and they love them. I've gotten a lot of compliments from customers being like, thank you so much. My whoever I bought it for loved it. My kid loved it. I bought it for a cake topper. Like, it's just whatever the reason so many people bought this thing is, they love it. So that made me super happy to know that, I had even been listing it inappropriately, like not, inappropriately, but just not actually appropriate for what the item was, and no issues, only success for the most part. So it has died down a lot, I think, because some people have jumped on selling it. Also, it's probably just past its window of, being a top of the line item. I could probably lower the profit margin on it a little bit and still make a bunch of money. Right now, I used to have it lower, and I stopped selling it lower at a lower profit margin because I was just getting too many sales. I know that sounds stupid, but it was just to the point where, I'd wake up every morning and have to do like 30 to 40 sales. That might be exaggerating, but I sold it a lot. And it just got to the point where I was like, I don't want to keep inputting these little car orders. So I changed it to where, and a lot of you guys already know this, I list it at $10 with $6 shipping, which sounds insane, but I just sold 2 of them this morning or yesterday. I can't remember. It's like over 50% profit. It's lovely. So Still sell the mail truck. You might as well list it, and it doesn't hurt to look at, think of other popular things. I definitely sold some of those UPS tractor trailer toys too. I've listed stuff like John Deere, Coca-Cola, things like that. I've listed other type of brand trucks like that, and haven't really had one success really. I think I sold one other like cop car option, but other than that, it's only been the mail truck and some USPS or UPS trucks. So sell those. I will link that one specifically in the description again. That specific one has been in the link in pretty much all my video descriptions lately. So if you've already seen that, not for you, but there's going to be 4 more down there for you. All right. This next one is also one that you've seen before, but it's a different version of the one in my last video. So it's one of those power sprayer undercarriage cleaners for cars. Last time I listed, I put one in the description. I talked about it. It had like black wheels, and I think the whole thing was black. I can't remember. This one is like just kind of like a silver, just different model of one, but it's been selling more often now than the old one. So I'm putting that on this list. I'll go ahead and link that down below. No real cool information about this one. I just list it. Nobody really has any issues. I did have one person actually comment when they got it, and they were like, "Where's the wand that comes with it?" Because it's like an attachment that sticks onto the end of a power sprayer wand. But a lot of people think because in the picture there's a wand connected to it, even though in the description it says like wand not included and all this stuff. I don't know. It's just the thing with wheels with little sprayers on it. Like, so you'll see it, and I'm sure somewhere right now I had a picture, have one now. I don't know. But that's a pretty cool seller for me. I don't have the statistics and exactly what profit I make on it. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Sorry, I didn't really prepare much for this video. I'm just hopping on because that's how I do things. So it looks like I only make about 30% profit on that, sometimes even 27%, it looks like, depending on if I have to pay sales tax or not. I make about $12 on it every time I sell one. So, and they cost like $31. So not the biggest profit, but it is an item that people are buying. So it's good. Go ahead and list those guys. What is next? Let me look at my sheet. All right. I do not have a specific model. I will link the one that I sold the most, or that I think I sold the most, but air mattresses are selling right now, and I don't understand why. I will never understand why any of these things sell when they do, but air mattresses, specifically the one that kicked off for me, and I only ever listed like 1 or 2 of these. It's not like I listed 20 air mattresses and just saw what stuck. I've listed one, and then I listed another one that's never sold. So the reason I say, I don't know which one sold the most is because I listed one, and then the price increased on me and I couldn't really buy it anywhere. So now whenever somebody buys it, I've got a couple other options that I just kind of like, hey, I'm out of stock on this item, but I have this other one. The specs are the exact same. It's, 22 inches high. It's got a pump included in like embedded in the body of it. So it's built in. I just make sure all the specs are the same. I'm like, would you like this one instead? I could send this one out if you'd like. If not, feel free to request to cancel your order in the details section. That's kind of how I say it. And they usually go for that. So I've sold a few of these guys, and I like doing it. Let me see if this is I just want to see which one of these might be. Okay, I don't know. I can't find it on my spreadsheet where I sold one last. I think it's, let me pull this guy up right here. I think it's one of these. Yep. Okay. So it costs like $80 to purchase. And, okay, look, on the spot, I'm looking at this. I list it for $85. But when I first bought this, it only cost me like $50 to buy it. So I was getting a really decent profit on it. But now I would actually like lose $1. So air mattresses are selling. You just have to list them appropriately. So just know that it's a good item. I'll list the one that I just clicked on in the description, and feel free to list that one. It's just more expensive now, so you need to list it more expensive. It's just one of those items. I guess it's seasonal, but air mattresses are selling. It's got a lot of views, thousands of views on that item, and I haven't even experimented, like I said, to try to list multiple variations of it because I just haven't, even though that's stupid. You should totally do that. All right. Let's move along. Okay. In my last video, I had an item similar to this, but this is a different one. It's also on eBay. I think you can literally get it off any place, though. It's like the most common one. Patio Furniture, 4-piece sofa set. It's gray. If you go to eBay and you just search Patio Furniture and just sort by like most rated or whatever, this is like the most popular patio furniture set, and it's only $200, and it hasn't gone up on price. It hasn't gone up in price for me, which is super surprising. I've sold like 3 or 4 of these and made a pretty decent profit on it, honestly. Let me see if I can find where I bought one on my spreadsheet. I know I have. Okay. So on this one, because it is a higher priced item, I only make about 20 to 25% profit on this item. I know I preach 30 to 40 or whatever, but the higher the ticket item, sometimes it's a lot harder to get that profit margin. And here's what I'm talking about. It costs $200. I list it for $280, and I listed it higher than that. Wasn't getting any sales. I lowered it to $280. I started getting some sales, and I still get $50 profit on it when everything's said and done. So it's a really nice profit. Just percentage wise, it doesn't sound as attractive. So that's what I did. That's how things are going down right now. List it and sell it because it's gonna sell. And it gets me like $50 profit. I am a little low energy right now. Forgive me. So now, before we get to the last item, now would be a great time for you to like this video if you like any of the information I just said, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. That would help me out so much. And then you'll get notified when I do lives and next time I make videos like these to help you out. So, last item. Are you ready? It's a stupid keychain. It's a stupid red Chevy keychain. I made a random video not too long ago where I was just thinking of items on the spot and listing them. We listed like a BMW keychain, which I've sold a couple times. But I also, when I got done making that video, I was like, let me just list a couple other things. My best one so far is this red Chevy keychain. I've sold it about 30 or more times now. And every single time I sell it, I make 35 to 45% profit. So depending on the taxes and all that stuff, I make anywhere between $6.50 to like $9 profit on it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. They cost $11.66 to purchase, and I list it for like $20 plus $2 shipping. So, I mean, it sounds dumb, but like that's how I do it. I think I also have it listed at $19 with $3 shipping. Any variations of that you can do. But that thing is selling, and it's insane. It's just like how it's maybe not as intense as the mail truck from last month, but it's pretty up there with it. And I didn't find it until like within the last week. So I haven't been selling it all month. That's why I only said about 30 or more, but it's selling almost just as much and as often. So that's definitely a good route to go. If you are having trouble, list the red leather Chevy keychain that I have listed in this description, and you will sell some. Now, I'm going to repeat this as I always do. For the sake of everybody else who is going to sell this, do not be the person who underprices it to like undercut everybody else so that you can make $2. That's ridiculous. Don't do that. I don't have any proof that you guys are doing that, but just, you guys all want to make money. Don't make it to where you're making a crazy amount of sales for very, very little profit, because you're just going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to piss off everyone else. And, it's just don't do that. We're giving you this information, for free, to help you out. I want to help you. Don't ruin it for everybody else. Just my little rant on there. But that's pretty much it. Let me give you my numbers for the month, so you guys are kind of have an update on just my total numbers. All right, so for this month, I have totally made $2,022.29. That's how much I made for March. Technically, I might actually make a little bit more than that because I said March is over. Well, I'm actually making this video at noon on March 31st. So I still have a little bit of the day left. I might make a few more sales, but for the most part, it's just right around $2,000. I might get around $2,100 today, or I might blow up past that, or I might barely make anything for the rest of the day. But just over $2,000 for the month. Compared to last month, guys, last month I made just under $700. So this month I made $2,000. I more than doubled it. That's insane. That's insane. My goal was to make maybe $2,000 a month profit on the side. And I did it my second month. That's insane. And that's my total profit for both months is, I mean, I guess you could imagine it's $2,700 about there. But, and I've already used some of my profits to pay for some vacation flights for, in the next 2 months. I've used it to fix a couple things around the house, buy that LLC, get, I'm still in my first round of credits for OA Genius to do TBA tracking number replacements. And that's really awesome. And oh, really quick too, thank you for everybody who has used my coupon code to download Z-Drop. I still love Z-Drop. I'm still using them literally every day. They told me the other day that 47 people have used it, and I really appreciate that because it helps me out. Like I said, every time one of you guys use that code, it gives me $9. So, I mean, that's a good little side chunk of money, but it also gives you $10 or 10% off of your subscription after the free trial if you decide to keep it. So I can't imagine not using it. I don't just pitch it because it does make me a little bit of money, but I only pitch it because I like them and I actually use them. And the moment I hate them, I'll let you know. So thanks. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks again. Subscribe again if you haven't already. Thank you, please. And I will see you next time.